Hello and welcome back to Coin Matters channel. The ongoing legal case by the U.S. European Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) against Ripple Labs has reached a pivotal turning point with the recent public release of papers connected to the Hinman speech, and all eyes are now on Judge Analisa Torres for the widely awaited summary judgment. The Hinman documents basically showed that Ethereum is the SEC's favorite cryptocurrency. According to Eigman, digital assets that start out as securities might change into non-securities. In contrast to the Ripple litigation XRP investors are currently facing based on the same idea, he exclusively used Ethereum as an example of such a transition. Although a ruling was made in March 2023 on the parties' motions to exclude expert witness evidence, the summary judgment has not yet been delivered. The time it takes Judge Torres to make a Daubert ruling and issue a summary judgment is typically far shorter. As a result, the wave litigation may end soon. It's interesting to note that the U.S. Federal Reserve plans to officially introduce the FedNow service in July 2023. This service will allow financial institutions in the United States to offer their consumers speedy payment services, and it will be available 24/7/365. Finastra, Volante Technologies, and ACI Worldwide are just a few of the notable Ripple partners who will be among the banks taking part in the launch on July 1st. Some in the cryptocurrency community have drawn the conclusion that the FedNow service cannot launch until after the final ruling in the Ripple dispute has been issued. By all appearances, Ripple's legal battle with the industry will reach a turning point on July 1st, 2023. As this day may have far-reaching ramifications for the future of regulation of all digital assets, not just Ripple, the crypto industry is keeping a close eye on it. The summary judgment in the Ripple litigation is the most anticipated event of 2023 for the Bitcoin sector. On March 6, 2023, Judge Analisa Torres granted and denied motions from both Ripple and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). Since then, nearly 100 days have passed with no sign of the summary judgment. The top brass at Ripple has already expressed hope that a decision will be made by the year's end. But what are the chances that a judgment will be reached before the end of the season? It's been around 110 days since the last ruling, but the average time for a federal court to give a summary opinion is about 166. For all summary judgment motions, the mean time to rule was 166 days, according to research conducted by the University of Denver on civil case processing in federal courts. However, the variation across courts was even more pronounced, ranging from 63 days on average in the fastest court to 254 days on average in the slowest court. Therefore, it seems unlikely that we will receive the final judgment in the third quarter of 2023, even accounting for the average amount of time. In the crypto community, some people can't wait for the judge's ruling. Crypto Bull claimed that the prolonged delay undermines public trust in the legal system. Max Keiser, a prominent Bitcoin advisor to El Salvador's President Bukele, claims that Ethereum, ETH, and Ripple XRP will be a focus of the SEC as unregistered securities. In response to Johnny Deaton's tweet that the SEC can't destroy XRP despite the devastation it has done, Keiser alleges that the CCI is a front for the banking cartel and functions as a protection racket. The following is a tweet by Keiser. According to Keiser, the SEC will invoke national security and the Patriot Act as an excuse to get its way. During a conversation between the two crypto industry heavyweights, Deaton conceded that the SEC may have been successful in inflicting considerable harm on the guilty organizations. Liquidity issues and the potential delisting of customers are two sources of potential loss. But he did note that current SEC Chair Gary Gensler won't be around forever, so things could change once he steps down. According to Deaton, Bitcoin was recognized by the SEC between 2013 and 2015, a security. That's in the past already, and he thinks the current issues with and will follow the same pattern. According to him, a gang of investors has taken control of the regulatory system, making this cryptocurrency the go-to option right now. Keiser agreed with Deaton that the reduced liquidity of extracts is the result of efforts to increase regulatory oversight. He predicted greater difficulty for XRP and now thinks there's proof that Ripple was a scam. Designed a fake cryptocurrency with the intent of fooling authorities. Already, Kaiser has tweeted his opinion that the SEC's actions against XRP amount to overreach, but he is confident that the regulatory body will do whatever it takes to stifle the concept. According to Kaiser, the project will be scrapped and the material would be destroyed by the SEC. Max Kaiser, a well-known Bitcoin supporter, recently shared his predictions for the outcome of the case pitting Ripple against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. According to Kaiser, Ripple is going to lose in court, and ActUp is doomed to die. Kaiser recently tweeted that the current case is not about the law, but rather about wiping away XRP. He claims that Gary Gensler, chair of the SEC, was assigned the mission of eliminating unnecessary. For Kaiser, El Salvador's recognition of Bitcoin as legal tender was a significant step towards disregarding other cryptocurrencies that are treated as unregistered securities. Kaiser also shared his thoughts on some of the most notable providers of spot Bitcoin ETFs. WisdomTree, another major ETF provider, recently applied to the SEC for approval to launch the WisdomTree Bitcoin Trust, joining BlackRock in this endeavor. Kaiser said the SEC's crackdown on both individual players and crypto exchanges has paved the way for these larger businesses to enter the Bitcoin market. In his ongoing litigation against Ripple, Kaiser, who is known for his steadfast support of Bitcoin, has repeatedly criticized altcoins, calling XRP a shitcoin and other insulting phrases. He has supported the SEC's action against other cryptocurrencies on the basis of the misogynistic accusations that XRP is a security. Kaiser typically takes this opportunity to criticize those who utilize XRP. The XRP community has proven that its members are prepared to defend the token in the face of Kaiser's allegations. Interestingly, John Deaton, an expert in crypto legislation, has repeated a claim Kaiser made about the SEC. Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC, is allegedly aiming to decrease competition by protecting incumbents and the status quo, a judgment with which Deaton concurs. While the Ripple vs. SEC litigation continues, Kaiser's predictions and criticisms add to the ongoing conversation about XRP's legal status and the role of regulatory authorities in shaping the crypto ecosystem. On June 22, Ripple's Singaporean subsidiary, Ripple Markets Ptsd, received a significant payments institution license from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, Massachusetts. The corporation also utilized Twitter to announce its growth into Asia and Oceania. CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, claims that the general public is still ahead of regulators when it comes to digital assets because they recognize the business and consumer benefits of cryptocurrencies. At a conference in Switzerland on June 27, Garlinghouse will discuss the role that investment and clear legislation may play in fostering the growth of digital assets as part of Ripple's partnership with the Massachusetts. It's all over today. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Bye.